The New England Patriots training camp is in full swing, and there's a buzz around the team that you can't ignore. One of the biggest stories right now is the potential addition of Christian Wilkins, a defensive powerhouse who recently found himself unexpectedly released by the Las Vegas Raiders. This caught a lot of people off guard, especially considering Wilkins signed a massive $100 million contract just last year. But the reality is that things haven't gone smoothly for him, and it's not just about injuries. Wilkins has been dealing with a lingering foot injury that dates back to October of the previous year, and the way that injury was managed has reportedly caused tension between him, the trainers, and the coaching staff. It seems like Wilkins didn't agree with the recovery plan they laid out, and that disagreement might have been a bigger factor in his release than most people realize. On top of that, there was apparently an incident involving a teammate that, while details remain vague, may have been the final straw that led to the Raiders deciding to cut ties with him now. This paints a picture of a complicated situation. It's not just a simple injury issue. Wilkins is a player who marches to the beat of his own drum, and while that can bring a unique energy to the locker room, it can also create friction, especially when you're on a struggling team. Last season, the Raiders were far from the powerhouse anyone hoped they'd be, and sometimes, when you're on a bad team, those kinds of conflicts can bubble up. But from the Patriots' perspective, this could be a major opportunity. Christian Wilkins is still a highly talented player, someone who could provide a significant boost to New England's defensive line as they push for a playoff spot in the upcoming season. Looking beyond Wilkins, there's a lot of excitement around Tavon Henderson, the running back who has the potential to completely reshape the Patriots' offense. He's been compared to the likes of James White, but imagine a version that's faster, stronger, and even more dynamic. We've seen legendary Patriots backs like Kevin Falk, Dion Lewis, Danny Woodhead, and Rex Burkhead carve out unique roles in the offense, each bringing their own special skill set to the table. But Henderson might be something new altogether, a blend of speed, power, and versatility that fits perfectly with the offense's current direction. Henderson himself has talked about how much he's looking forward to working within the offensive scheme, especially with Mike McDaniel's playbook, which emphasizes getting playmakers out into open space, where they can make things happen one-on-one. For a player with Henderson's agility and speed, that's an ideal environment. He can make defenders miss, break away for big gains, and also serve as a reliable blocker when needed. This dual threat ability makes him a real weapon, not just a running back who carries the ball, but a key piece in the passing game and the overall offensive strategy. What makes this even more exciting is the potential backfield dynamic with Rondre Stevenson. If Stevenson can overcome his fumbling issues and regain the confidence of the coaching staff, we might see a true one-to-punch in the backfield that brings back memories of the days when the Patriots boasted powerful and reliable running back tandems. The contrast between Henderson's explosive style and Stevenson's power running could create a balanced and unpredictable rushing attack that defenses will struggle to contain. Switching gears, the wide receiver group is also shaping up in interesting ways. Stefon Diggs is clearly the top receiver for the Patriots right now. Despite some setbacks in recent seasons and questions about his age and health, he remains a highly respected veteran presence. His work ethic at camp has been noticeable. Diggs has been fully engaged, not just on the field but also on the sidelines, offering feedback and encouragement during drills. That kind of leadership is invaluable, especially when you consider the competition he faces across the league. Diggs has been working closely with Christian Gonzalez, the team's standout cornerback who has rapidly developed into one of the NFL's elite defensive backs. Gonzalez isn't just talented physically, he's smart and strategic. He's been studying film with Diggs, breaking down plays, releases, and coverage schemes in detail. It's a rare sight to see the top wide receiver and the top cornerback on the same team collaborating like this, but it shows the professionalism and commitment both players bring to the table. Gonzalez is eager to learn from a seasoned pro like Diggs, and Diggs, in turn, benefits from the challenge of going head-to-head with a top-tier corner in practice every day. This kind of iron sharpens iron mentality bodes well for both players and for the team's overall performance. Beyond the stars, the Patriots' wide receiver depth chart is starting to take shape. Pop Douglas is showing signs of a breakout season, entering his third year and becoming more comfortable with the speed and complexity of the NFL game. Working with an offensive coordinator who knows how to maximize slot receiver strengths, Douglas is poised to take a big step forward. Kyle Williams, a rookie third-round pick, is already flashing moments of brilliance and is pushing to earn his spot among the top receivers. Then there's Michael Holland, who came into the team with a significant investment and is expected to contribute as a reliable target, especially in key situations. These four receivers, Diggs, Douglas, Williams, and Holland, form the core of the Patriots' receiving corps heading into the new season. The fifth spot seems to be held by Kahan Booty, who has separated himself during training camp, especially with injuries to other players like Matt Collins and the rookie status of Kyle Williams. Booty has been the starter in 3 wide receiver sets, consistently working hard and showing his value after those 5. The battle for the remaining roster spots is fierce. Jalen Polk, last year's second-round rookie, has yet to make a significant impact, and the longer he waits, the more precarious his position becomes. Javon Baker has had a few costly drops and mistakes on the field, and even Stefon Diggs has stepped in to give him some advice during practice, signaling that he needs to improve quickly if he wants to stick around. Veteran Kendrick Bourne is also in the mix but seems to be sliding down the depth chart, working mostly with the second-team receivers. That's never a good sign for a veteran who once had a more prominent role, especially when younger players are leapfrogging him on the depth chart. Finally, Ethan Chisholm is another name to watch. He's been impressing in camp and working as one of the kick returners, a role that has historically been a way for players to carve out a niche and secure a roster spot. Chisholm's versatility and ability to impact special teams could make him an indispensable part of the Patriots roster as the season approaches. All these developments show how dynamic and competitive the Patriots roster is as they prepare for the new season. The team is clearly focused on adding talent and building depth across the board. Whether it's the potential acquisition of Christian Wilkins to bolster the defensive line, or the emergence of exciting young offensive players like Tavon Henderson and Pop Douglas, New England is laying the groundwork for a playoff push in 2025. Turning our attention back to the Patriots' defense, there's no question that the defensive line will be a focal point heading into the new season. Christian Wilkins' possible rival could shake things up considerably, but even without him, the unit has shown flashes of promise. The team's defensive front has struggled with consistency over the past few years, often hampered by injuries and lack of depth, but this offseason, the coaching staff has placed a strong emphasis on building a tough, disciplined defensive line that can generate pressure without relying solely on blitzing linebackers or defensive backs. The Patriots have always been known for their strategic defensive schemes, and this year is no different. Bill Belichick and his defensive coordinators are working hard to design packages that maximize the unique skill sets of their linemen. They want players who can not only rush the passer, but also hold the point of attack against the run, clogging running lanes and forcing opposing offenses into uncomfortable third-and-long situations. Players like Dietrich Wise Jr., who have shown the ability to disrupt plays and create havoc, will be key in this effort. There's also a renewed focus on younger players making an impact. The Patriots have drafted some intriguing defensive prospects recently, and several undrafted free agents have made strong impressions during camp. These players might not be household names yet, but their energy, work ethic, and raw talent could pay dividends as the season unfolds. The coaching staff has made it clear that no roster spot is guaranteed, and competition is fierce. Veterans will have to prove they can still perform at a high level, while newcomers must show rapid improvement and adaptability. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. There's a growing whisper around Foxborough, and it's starting to sound louder than just background noise. According to murmurs coming from inside NFL circles, former Tennessee Titans head coach Mike VRABEL has hinted at a troubling situation brewing in New England. The Patriots legend reportedly suggested that a specific player may be contaminating, figuratively speaking, the team's locker room. While no names have been mentioned publicly, VRABEL's words have stirred up speculation. The comment, made in private conversations and reportedly overheard by insiders, points to one individual who might be negatively influencing the culture within the team. The term contaminating suggests more than just a lack of performance. It implies a toxic presence, the kind that affects morale, focus, and unity. This revelation comes at a critical time for the Patriots, a franchise trying to redefine itself in the post-Belichick era. With new leadership at the helm and the team working to rebuild its identity, the idea that someone could be undermining the process from within is alarming. VRABEL, Who spent 8 seasons in New England as a player and knows the standard of that locker room intimately, wouldn't use that kind of language lightly. Is this a subtle warning from someone who still cares deeply about the organization? Or is it a strategic leak intended to send a message? Either way, the Patriots are now under the microscope. Every move, every press conference, every interaction between players will be analyzed for signs of discontent. It's still early in the season, and these types of rumors have a way of either disappearing or exploding. But for now, the New England Patriots may have more than just opponents to worry about. They might need to look inward if there truly is a player compromising the team's chemistry. The coaching staff will have to act fast, because in the NFL, culture is everything, and it only takes one voice to turn a winning locker room into a divided one. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.